Yeah, I'm wondering just how different was the prep for this game, just given the kind of short turnaround time, finding out you'd play them like 2 days beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, not too different. I mean, we got the scouting report a little later than normally, but I think we have a great staff, great managers that do an excellent job of getting all the important information as quickly to us as possible. And we talked about this. This is like how the NCAA tournament is going to be. So that's kind of how we approach everything. And I think we're prepared for a lot of things. Obviously, we can do a lot of things better, but at least we knew what their ideas were, how to play, what their main schemes were.
Eddie Gutkin.
Hey, Franz, with this being your last non-conference game this season, how are you guys feeling with Big Ten play starting on Sunday?
I mean, pretty good. I think you can see kind of us progressing throughout these games. We have a lot of stretches where we can really play good defense, I think. I think that's an area where we still can improve. But I think offensively, we got so many weapons. That's not really something we got to worry about too much. I think on defense, you can see a little progress from game to game. And obviously not everything counts even more. So really happy to see that, and we got to continue to do that.
And a quick follow-up, you had 2 3-pointers tonight. Can you talk about how you're starting to find your stroke here as the season continues?
I mean, yeah, I shoot a lot before practice, after practice, stuff like that. So yeah, you just kind of have to trust the work that you put in. It's kind of difficult sometimes, a little frustrating when everything doesn't pan out the way you want to at first. But we just got to keep grinding, and obviously we have a long season, so I'm continuing to work on my shot.
Daniel Dash.
Hey, Franz, what makes Hunter special? He's played pretty well through all 5 games so far.
I think what makes him special is that he just goes out there and hoop. He doesn't really think too much. When he gets the ball, he knows his moves. He knows what makes him good. Yeah, and you can see. I mean, he played it extremely good tonight. Again in the low post, and he's such a threat being a passer too. That makes him even more dangerous. I think that you can't just double him because he's going to find the right man.
Chris Bales.
Franz, Eli's plus minus seems to be up there every game. What makes him so good, and what makes you guys so much better defensively when he's on the floor?
Great two-way player. Knows what he's doing on offense. Takes care of the ball. Obviously a great shooter. Gets to the rim. Has his floater package. Knows how to finish. Knows how to get his teammates involved too. But I think he's our best defender. That's the main part. When he's out there on the other end, we feel confident that we can stop the other team and their best player. And I think he did a great job today on Jackson again. Obviously, it's a team sport, but having players like that can do a lot of things on the court, especially on defense, helps everybody.
Connor Brennan.
Hey, Franz, can you talk a little bit about what it's like to kind of have Sean D, Brandon Johns, and, some of the guys coming off the bench as a starter?
Yeah, I mean, all big bodies. Everybody knows how to play. I mean, they could start just like the starters start. I think that's very hard for other teams to keep up with. You're kind of a 9-man, 10-man rotation that when somebody goes off the court, it isn't really like a let up. And I'll be honest, it keeps everybody on their heels that you got to be on your best A game, because if you don't bring it, then there's a guy right after you that's going to bring it and is going to be ready.
Brendan Quinn.
Franz, when you decided to bypass the draft product or process and come back, I don't know if this is what you were expecting in terms of all the uncertainty and all the craziness kind of right now in college basketball, and I wonder how you are dealing with that uncertainty day to day, week to week, kind of not knowing, when's this game, when's that game, what's going on everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine for every player, I think it's very difficult. Everything's so crazy. Like you said, we don't know when we play. We don't know if we can practice every day. Maybe someone's positive. So all of that kind of stuff. I think it plays a little bit in my head all the time. But,
Right.
I mean, I can't control really that. Just try to stay safe, wear my mask when I'm outside. And on the basketball court, I mean, nothing really changes for me. But there's definitely a lot of things outside of basketball that can kind of be in your head, and you got to make sure that you're insane once you step into the building.